Hello everyone and welcome to a stretch and balance workout. I'm Alexis and I'll be leading us through this workout today. We'll go ahead and get started. So go ahead and start with our feet right underneath our hips. Take a deep breath in and bring your arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bring them back down. Do this 2 more times. Breathe in, arms swinging up, reaching really high, and deep breath out, bring it back down. Breathe in 1 more time, hands towards the sky, stretch it up really high, and breathe out, bring the hands back down. Next, we're going to spread our feet out a little wider than our hips. With our arms up high, go ahead and keep a slight bend in your knee, hips back, and forward fold with our legs spread out wide. Get a good hamstring stretch. Just breathe into this position for a few more seconds. If your hands are touching the ground, that's awesome. If not, that is all right. But if they are, wherever they are, go ahead and walk them towards your right foot, shifting most of the weight onto the right foot. If you'd like to turn the right foot outward, facing the wall with your left foot facing forward, put one hand stabilized on your foot or your calf here, and twist your arms back. Get a nice big twist in here. Breathe through this one. Nice triangle pose. Hold this one for just a few more seconds. Deep breath in and out. Straighten back up with our arms wide. Straighten the legs and counter twist. Just sending our right arm back over our head. And we can go right back to both feet pointed forward. Right down the middle with our hands. Really opening up those hamstrings. And like we did on the right side, let's go ahead and walk our hands to the left side. Touching our right foot or maybe our right shin. Breathe in here, turn your left foot outward, keeping the right foot pointed forward. With your left hand stabilizing you on your foot or on your shin or calf, go ahead and do the twist on this side. Feeling that good stretch in the inner thigh, in your back. Reaching your fingertips toward the sky. Oh, breathe through this one. Good work, everybody. Take 1 more deep breath here, and we're gonna do that counter twist again where we're leaning back, so deep breath in and out. Go ahead and spiral those arms back up, straightening the legs, reaching toward the opposite side. Feeling that stretch in the front of your side body here, in those obliques. There we go. Come right back up to our wide-legged position. Next, we're going to come into a standing position. We're going to work on our balance a little bit here now that we've warmed up our legs a little more. Got some good stretching in. So go ahead and put all of your weight into your right foot. Grab your left leg. Do a nice hamstring stretch. Really compress that into your body as much as you can, holding that balance. And as we move into this next position, if you need to, just tap the foot down and come into a quad stretch, or if you're feeling really fancy from our hamstring stretch, just move straight into it while maintaining that balance. Hold this for a few seconds. I'm gonna turn to the side here so I can show you this next part. And excuse the wrist first, I'm gonna try my best here. So while holding this quad stretch, go ahead and bring your opposite arm up high, hinge forward just a little bit for a dancer's pose. You don't have to go super deep into this. Do what feels comfortable for you, really working on that balance, and come right back up to standing. We're gonna do the other side. So grab that hamstring stretch, bring your knee up to your chest as much as possible. Breathing through this one. Good work. Put that foot down and come into a quad stretch, or move all the way through if you're comfortable. We're gonna hold this for just a few more seconds and go back into that dancer's pose for a little extra balance challenge. So when you're ready, bring that left arm up high, hinge the hips forward, push the top of your foot into your palm. Oh, good work. Come back to our standing position. We're going to cross our right leg over our left. Already losing our balance. It's a good thing we're doing this today. If you're comfortable, wrap it around the top of the thigh, or if you would like a little extra support, go ahead and put the foot right onto the ground here for a little twist. Bring our right arm under our left and sink into a little chair pose with eagle arms. Good work, everyone. So whether you've got the extra support with your toes on the ground or you're twisted up like this, try to maintain that balance. Keep breathing through this pose. Try to sink a little bit deeper if you can. Really challenge yourself today, but do what feels comfortable for you, where you are today. Go ahead and stand back up, unravel the arms and the legs. Maybe shake out that leg that was on the bottom. Put all of the weight into the right foot. Twist that left leg over the right foot. Left arm under the right one. And if you can't twist the whole way, that is absolutely fine. We start where we are, and we get better every day. Try to maintain your balance if you can. If you fall out of it, just go right back into that good positioning we were working on. So try to focus on maintaining that balance. If you feel comfortable, sink a little bit further into it. We're here for just a little bit longer, just a few more seconds. One more deep breath in and out. Go ahead and unravel. Stand up nice and tall. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. We're going to bring our arms up. Do a little bit of a back bend. Arms forward towards the ground and walk the hands out into a down dog position. Our legs can be straight or bent as much as we'd like, as much as what feels comfortable for you. Getting that good deep stretch in the backs of our legs. Breathing through this, maybe straightening our back out a little bit more, pedaling the feet if that feels good for you. So put one heel on the ground, bring the other one up and alternate. On this next inhale and exhale, bring your right foot off of the ground, planting the left foot. Send the right leg up high. focusing on balancing here for just a little bit. A little extra stretch in that left leg. Keep your hips squared, so don't overly rotate them out to the side. And bring that right leg back down into our down dog position. Shake out the legs. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So plant that right leg, send the left leg up tall. Don't overly rotate those hips. Oh, breathe through it. Good job, everybody. We're here for just a little bit longer. Keep breathing. Go ahead and lower that left leg back to the ground. Back into our down dog position. And whenever we're ready, we'll walk our feet or hop up to our hands, come to a standing position, and do some more of those deep breaths we did in the beginning. Let the blood flow come back to our heads. Breathe in, bring our arms all the way up to the sky. And breathe out, bring them down around our belly, around our abs, and breathe in, arms up high. Maybe do a little bit of a back bend if that feels good for you. And exhale, bring the arms down. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out, keep your hands down here. Bring our feet closer together. We're gonna move from mountain pose into chair pose and onto the ground. This is gonna be a nice, slow, gradual movement. And do what feels comfortable for you. So as we're standing here in this mountain pose, bring a little bend to your knee. I'll turn the side so you can see me a little bit better. Slight bend to the knee, feet no more than hip width apart. We're gonna keep our feet a little bit narrow on this one. Sit back into our sit bones. Weight in our heels. And as we come slowly to the ground, roll into it. Oh. And gently land on the ground. So as we're here in the ground, we're gonna just take a moment, catch our breath, and then roll over onto our hands and knees. And start with a cat-cow pose. So here we'll be with our hands about shoulder width apart. I have my palms up or on my knuckles. And my knees are about hip width apart. I'm going to send my nose towards the sky, arch my back, get that good back, chest, abs stretch. And then rounding the back out, bringing my chin to my chest, feeling that all the way in the back of the neck and in the spine. Breathe in, do another cat. I think this one's cow. And then breathe out, do another cat for our cat-cow pose. Keep up the good work. Move through this one more time. And then finding our rounded back in the end. Come to a neutral spine position in our tabletop pose. We're going to do a bit of a bird dog hold. Lots of animals here. So bringing my right arm and my left leg off of the ground, I'm holding this position, keeping my abs nice and tight. Breathing through this one. If you want to add in an extra ab challenge today, crunch the arm and leg together and bring it back out. This really challenges our balance and working on keeping this nice core while we're moving through this position. Wherever you are, find this static movement. Stay right here for just a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna switch sides. So now I've got my left arm coming off of the ground and my right leg coming off of the ground. Holding this position, trying to keep a flat back, bringing the core in towards the spine, really activating it. Breathe through it here. And again, if you're feeling up for the challenge, go ahead and crunch the arm and leg together for a little extra balance work, for a little extra ab exercise, if that feels comfortable for you today. Regardless, come to this hold. We're going to hold this here for just a few more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Come to a seated position. We're going to sit on the ground here in a butterfly position. So I have my feet pressed together and my legs out wide. And your knees don't have to touch the ground. We definitely don't want to bounce them up and down here. We're just going to hold them out here nice and long. Just take a couple breaths here. Enjoy where you are in this moment. Give yourself praise for being here, for doing this workout, for working on your flexibility and balance, which are very important to our health, even if we don't think about it all the time. So from here, we're going to do just a little bit of upper body stretches while we're doing this butterfly stretch on our lower body. I'm grabbing my fingertips and pushing my elbow up, getting a bit of a bicep stretch, maybe a little bit in the forearm and in the palm here. Holding this for just a little bit, no longer than 15 seconds. Go ahead and switch sides. I'm just going to show you, I can't do it with you today, but we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Stretching that bicep out, maybe a little bit of the forearm, maybe a little bit in the palm. Holding for just a little bit longer. Good work, everybody. So up next, I have us doing a chest stretch. So go ahead and bring your arms behind your back. Grab your elbows with each hand. Send your chest forward, your nose up tall. Try and bring your shoulders back if you can. Really trying to stretch the chest out. And the front of the shoulders too can be stretched here, especially if we are hunched over desks or just sitting on the couch. Anything where you're sitting and your posture is suffering, this can be a really great exercise to open that chest up. Release the arms. We're going to do what's called a back scratch stretch. So I have my right arm now bent behind my head and my left arm bent behind my back, and I'm trying to touch those fingertips together. It is totally okay if they don't touch. If you can't grab your fingertips with each hand, that is absolutely okay. We're all starting somewhere. Breathe through this one. And go ahead and switch sides. So now my left arm is bending behind my head, my right arm is bending behind my back. You can probably notice if one side is more flexible than the other. For me, this side is not nearly as flexible as the other. And that just lets me know where I can improve. We can always get better in some ways. And this gives you a good way to start. Just hold this one for 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Release the arms. Release the legs. You can bring them together and send them out long in front of you. With the toes pointed up towards the sky, bend your right leg, cross it over the left one. With my left arm, I'm going to twist my body very gently into our model twist pose. Looking over our back shoulder. Just a very gentle twist here. We're not trying to turn into owls and see behind our head. We're just releasing the back, releasing the abductors and the glutes a little bit maybe. Go ahead and bring your nose back towards the front, untwist, and do the same thing on the opposite side. So I have my left leg twisted over my right leg. My right arm is coming to the other side with a gentle twist. With each breath, try to straighten the back and go a little bit deeper into this pose. Just really focusing on stretching out that back, get a very gentle stretch in, looking over the back shoulder. Good job, everyone. Just a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release, untwist. Go ahead and lie down on the ground. I hope that you can see me okay. I'll be lifting my right leg off of the ground, my left leg out long, and bringing my bent leg in for a little hamstring stretch, out to the side for just a couple seconds. So I have my knee out to the side, my right arm is straight on top of that knee, getting that nice inner thigh, those adductors stretched out. Go ahead and put that right foot back on the ground, coming through the middle. Bring that left foot off the ground, slight hamstring stretch. And then grabbing the knee with your left hand and pushing outward. We are doing the same thing on the other side with that nice adductor inner thigh stretch. Good work, everyone. Just a little bit more through this stretch. And go ahead and bring that leg back through the middle onto the ground. From here, we're going to grab our feet while still lying on the ground for a happy baby pose. We're releasing the hips, getting a little hamstring action here. Maybe you're rocking back and forth, giving the back a nice little massage with your hands on the arches of the feet, on the outsides of your feet, or grabbing the big toes, whichever feels comfortable for you today. Either way, you're still going to get that nice thigh stretch in the back of the thigh, maybe even a little bit in the middle, the inside of the thigh, those adductors. Bend one leg and send the other out long. And alternate. I'm doing this very gently, stretching to the point of tension, not to the point of pain. Just moving through this happy baby pose. Come back to our neutral with our feet in the air, even with each other. And we're just gonna squeeze the knees in, send them back out long. And we're gonna be here for just a little bit, laying in this corpse pose, feeling where we are today, getting some nice deep breaths in and out. In one more time, and out. Do it one last time. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, come up to a seated position. Oh, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Thanks for working on your flexibility and your balance with me.